Mike Conway of Andretti Autosport. This is Mike's first career IZOD IndyCar Series win. The win comes in his 26th start in the IZOD IndyCar Series. His previous best finish was third place at Infineon in 2009. This is also Andretti Autosport's second consecutive win here on the streets of Long Beach. The team won last year with driver Ryan Hunter-Reay, and team winner Michael Andretti is a two-time winner at the track. Mike, congratulations. It's got to feel good. Will you talk about today's race, specifically that last restart there and then that pass on Ryan for the lead?
Yeah, I mean, initially we was just kind of following Will and Ryan, and car was good, kind of just saving fuel, you know, just keeping the gap the same and not pushing too hard, trying to save a little bit of the tires just in case if they pitted early, I still had some tires left to push. And you know, we came in for that pit stop, and you know, things kind of went a little bit wrong from there. But you know, a little bit my fault. I think just coming in, just locked the tire, and then there's a problem with the left front. And from there, it was kind of a case of trying to pass as many cars as I could, but at the same time, it wasn't easy. So it was tough. But you know, as soon as we came out on the reds and kind of jumped a few people in the pits. Car kind of came to life again, and yeah, on the restarts the car was awesome. Everyone else was kind of struggling for grip, and we were just kind of charging through. So yeah, great move on Dario and Ryan a lot later. So it was yeah, nice to really fight for the lead there, and nice clean pass. And from there it was kind of just head down and try and pull away.
Thanks. We'll start with questions. Bruce Martin.
Mike, were you surprised how big a gap you were able to open up once you were in the lead? Because it looked like you just kind of drove away from them.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as I said, the car was good on the restarts, and I was kind of just pushing the car to its limits as always, and yeah, they just kind of just dropped away from my mirrors, so kind of made my day a little bit easier, you know, not having to fight with Ryan all the way through to the end there, but yeah, the car was good, and came onto temperature really well, and yeah, we were just able to pull away. I think the gap that we pulled so quickly was great, and yeah, able to just keep it from there. So yeah, I don't know, a little bit surprised maybe, but the car got hooked up, so I felt I could do it.
We've also been joined by team owner Michael Andretti, as we mentioned, a two-time winner here at the track and his second consecutive win as a team owner here at Long Beach. Mike's joined the team here, start of the season. What made you take a chance on Mike and his comeback this year?
Well, first of all, I don't think it was a chance. You know, I think Mike showed a lot of signs of brilliance last year at the beginning of the season, and then unfortunately had his accident. And you know, coming back, I had no question in my mind. I personally felt like he was going to be hungrier than ever coming back, and that's exactly the way it came about. You know, the first time he got in a race car for us, he was literally up to speed in about 4 or 5 laps after being out of the car that long. So, you know, I never felt like it was taking a chance. You know, I felt that I was so happy that we were able to put together a deal together with Mike, because I was really wanting him all the way from the end of last year, and the deal came together really late, and I was very happy because I felt like he was going to be a great addition to the team. Not only is a great talent, but he just fits in with the other 3 drivers, which is quite important, you know, to have that chemistry. And I think we have a great chemistry right now between the drivers, and because of that, I feel really good about you know, the rest of this year. I think we're going to be strong.
Thanks. Mark.
Question from Michael Andretti. You won last year with Ryan Hunter-Reay. Your father Mario had a lot of success here. You had a lot of success here. Is this one of your favorite tracks? It's a special place for sure. You know, for me personally, you know, like you said, winning my first and my last race here in my career, and it just, I don't know, there's something about Long Beach. When you come here, you just feel the energy. It's different than anywhere we go. The fans are just so great, and the track's great, promoters are great. It's just it's a fun part of the year, and you know, it seems like when I go to places like that, you know, you feel like you do better, and I think maybe that's one of the things that really has always affected me in that way. Maybe that's why I've had good luck there.
Mike,
which Mike?
I'm sorry, Mr. Conway. Mr. Conway, considering what happened last year, how much does this victory mean to you? And did you at any point after last year's accident think that your career might be over?
Well, yeah, I mean, initially, sort of the injuries I had, just wasn't sure when I get back. And yeah, I mean, things like that can definitely stop your career, but just determined to not let it. Determined to get back to fitness and back in a car. And as soon as we were kind of talking to Michael, it was really exciting times. Knowing that we could possibly be with such a good team like Andretti Autosport, and for it to finally come together was awesome. And this year just full of energy and. Just feel ready for the fight ahead. Long season, to get a win in third race back is awesome, and can't thank Michael enough for believing in me and the team for doing such a great job.
For Michael, talk about how quickly your emotions changed from when Ryan had his issue, and then all of a sudden you look up and there's Mike in the lead.
It was crazy. It was I got to admit unexpected, because it's so difficult to pass here. So I was really happy to see Mike up in the top 6, and I'm like, well, that's not bad considering what he had to go through. And at that point we thought we were feeling good about where Ryan was, and then all of a sudden Ryan has this problem, and I felt really bad for him and the whole DHL Sundrop team, and I was like, oh man, this is over. And then all of a sudden everybody starts cheering. I'm like, what are they cheering about? And Mike's like, boom, going past Dario, and the next thing you know, he's past Briscoe. I was like, oh, unbelievable. And then he just walked it. I was so happy and proud. But you said, like you say, mixed emotions. That's the only downside about it. When you have a 4-car team, that not everybody's going to be happy leaving here. And I feel bad for the other 3, but I'm so excited for Mike, and I know what he's gone through and how hard it's been, and to come here and do it that way was he wasn't given to him. He had to fight back hard, and it just shows he doesn't give up, and that's what he did. He drove like a champion today.
Patrick.
Mike Conway, back here in the back.
Hey,
how do you think this is going to play back home? And have you heard from any of your family and friends back in England yet?
Well, actually my mom, dad and brother are here, so it's great that they're here to enjoy it all. And I'm sure it'll be great. I mean, the press back home is always pretty good. My local kind of town, they always follow me. So but I'm actually flying back to the UK tomorrow, so I'll probably see. I'll see what it's like. But it's always good. I mean, great following in the UK with the IndyCar series, and I think it's just getting stronger and stronger as it is over here. So I think it should all be good.
Kurt.
Mike Conway over here. In the months after the accident, was it more physical or mental at that point to get back to where you're at?
Just physical, really. I mean, as soon as it happened, I wanted to know what the time frame was and when I could get back in the car. So I was already kind of over it, really. And then you got the physical side of things, which just take time. So from there, just ongoing process. Bit by bit, day by day, and until kind of where I am now. So it was a long off season, but I had a lot to focus on and a lot to keep my mind on. And when I kind of got the chance to get back in the car, I was ready.
Larry.
For both of you, really, Mike, we had talked about the support earlier in the weekend that you got, and even on the side of the car, it makes a lot of sense with what the world cares in the heart. Maybe both of you could talk about that, and also for Mr. Andretti, talk about, the history of this race leading up to Indianapolis and how important that is, and is your driver aware of what this has meant in the past?
Well, I don't know, you have to ask him, but this is always a good one to win. It doesn't matter what, and it's always nice to have a momentum of a win going into the long month of May, and so it's great. What was the other part of the question?
The support.
It's great to have When the World Cares on board. They've been great supporters. Or with my cousin John, they're going to be a sponsor when the world is, and and this is their big charity when the world cares. So you know, it's so cool to have them, you know, have those colors on the car and to get them in victor's lane and you know, hopefully help the cause, which you know, I know they do a lot of different things, but one of their biggest things is with the St. Jude Hospital for Children and things like that, which are great things, and it's nice to help out a little bit.
And we'll take our final question up here.
This is for Mike Conway. Mike, you made it sound like it was an easy drive today. Did you have any difficulties at all during the race?
Yeah, maybe I'm making it sound too easy. No, I mean, it was not an easy day. I mean, at the beginning, it was kind of just kind of controlling it, the gap between me and Ryan and Will, and saving fuel. And you know, from there, once we dropped back in the pack, you know, it was a fight, really, fight to stay where we were and to try and move forward on the restarts and to keep us in the game. And you know, kind of restarts worked out for us. The strategy worked well, and yeah, the car was just on fire really at the end, and we were just able to push by the guys and make some good moves, and before I knew it, I was in the lead, and you know, went from kind of a few laps. So yeah, just a great job from the guys, and made my day that little bit easier, I suppose.
Well, Michael, Mike, congratulations on a great win, and best of luck in Brazil. Thank you very much.